I just had my infusion. I cannot sleep. And I feel like there's bees all in my body right now. So sit back, relax, and imagine, if you will, 2017. I've had not one, but two severe reactions to iron infusions, and my hemoglobin is hovering around an 8. So the hematologist has a brilliant and amazing, a wonderful idea. Blood transfusion. But the problem is, Philomena died the year before, so I don't have anybody to sit with me while I could possibly go into anaphylaxis. Because the day before I get this blood transfusion, you have to go get your blood work and your blood type done, and you have to sign a waiver that says if you go into shock, it's not our fault. Anyway, so my dad decides that he's going to come with me to go get this blood transfusion. We are both now sitting in the hospital for an hour and a half before I'm even seen. We're trying to figure out what is going on. And I hear two nurses start to talk about how they lost my pre-blood transfusion labs, meaning they don't have my blood type, they have absolutely no idea what my hemoglobin is, and they don't know if they can do the blood transfusion that day. One of the nurses decided it would be a brilliant idea to redraw the labs, and we sit there for another hour and a half. You can imagine that tensions are already high, right? And my father starts mumbling under his breath, which is never a good thing. This nurse then comes up to me and tries to start an IV, but cannot find a vein. I have problems with my veins all the time. This is nothing new. I think she's going to go get somebody who can get a vein in me, but no. She decides she's going to do this all by herself and goes and gets an ultrasound machine. Here I'm thinking that this nurse is just going to go away, get the ultrasound, find something that's big enough to put a 20 gauge needle in and be done with it, right? No. This woman proceeds to hold my arm down, do the ultrasound, mark me up, and tell me that they're going to insert a PICC line. Naturally, I start to protest. And she stands there and said, "Please, honey, don't fight me on this. I have 35 years of experience. I know what I'm doing." She then starts to hold down my arm with her entire body weight. I am now having a full-on panic attack. My father sees this, and I do not know what got into him except to say the spirit, the soul of my grandmother Philomena inhabited that man in that moment, and he became my grandmother. He stands up to his full 6'2" height and says, "You get your hands off my child. She has already told you that she is uncomfortable with you touching her. You are assaulting her." You must know something about my father. When he gets quiet, he is angry. And he was quiet when he told her this. She throws up her hands, backs away from me, and goes, "Fine." My father then looks down at me and says, "Laura Marie, get up. We're leaving." The nurses try to protest. They say, "No, she can't go anywhere against medical advice." And he says, "You better get the fuck out of our way, or I am going to call a lawyer." Needless to say, by the time we got to the car, he was heated. He starts yelling, finally, because he's finally like releasing the tension that was built up in him. He's taking me home, and I look at him and I say, "Okay, Philomena, calm down." He said to me, "Laura Marie, if they would have hurt you, I don't know what I would have done." It was a hell of a year, 2017.